Hi, Dr. Mustafa. I just thought I'd ask you a couple of questions. Again, this is for the new viewers and to introduce yourself. So I think a good place to start is who you are and tell us a bit about your medical journey so far.
Welcome back to the Alpha Male Clinic channel. As you may know, Dr. Mustafa Ganijee, the name behind Alpha Male Clinic. And welcome to our new subscribers as well. Thank you for joining the channel and learning about the Alpha Male Clinic. Medical journey. Well, I started at a university in 2002 at the prestigious University of Leeds and finished in 2008. After that, I did my junior years up in Yorkshire and made my way down to Manchester to become a specialist in emergency medicine. But on the side road, I found that I had quite an interest in doing cosmetic treatments and helping people to restore their appearances. And that's how I really got into the Alpha Male Clinic side of things.
Right, okay. And what made you interested after you finished your university to really go down this niche of male sexual health?
Well, when I was doing the Botox and the filler treatments in 2012 through there, I was getting results, I was making people happy, but I couldn't find that I was making myself happy with the treatments that I was offering. And I kept coming back to the fact that what I'd learned at medical school in terms of treatments available for men who are struggling, and there wasn't much really out there, and that got me thinking more and more as to why am I not the guy offering something to people who may need help with performance.
Right, that makes sense. And what would you say a piece of advice is that you'd say to people struggling with things like erectile dysfunction?
Well, the first thing I would say to somebody who is struggling with this problem is that you're not alone. You know, 96% of men over the age of 40 will suffer with some form of erectile problem. So you're not alone, but what you are alone is in where you're going to get help from. And finding somebody who can understand what you're going through and who has treated several men who have been through the same thing as you is what's key in this scenario.
So tell us a bit about how Alpha Male Clinic came around and what the birth of that business kind of looked like.
So the field of aesthetics has always been heading towards rejuvenation, trying to get your own body to heal itself and to make itself look younger. And through that, I learned about some technologies that were being used to rejuvenate the face. And then ran into Dr. Runnels, who invented the P-shot procedure, who was using the same rejuvenative technology, but to rejuvenate the penis and to restore men's erections, giving them a healthier and a harder penis. And I thought, well, isn't that what I've been looking for the whole time? And immediately I just signed up to the training with Dr. Runnels and became a certified P-shot provider. So we set up Alpha Male Clinic in 2020, right at the height of the pandemic, not knowing what was coming next. But since then we've done okay. We've managed to treat a few patients.
That's good.
Some results.
That's good. And obviously, like I just heard you say, you started the business during the pandemic. So like, tell us a bit about what that was like. I'm sure that was quite tough for a brand new business to get hit with lockdown restrictions from the first couple of months.
Yes, so we started in January and we were getting good traction. We were getting clients coming through, and then the pandemic hit in March and almost shut us down overnight. But thanks to some clever legal person, and they managed to get some clearance from the General Medical Council to let us continue doing the treatments through the pandemic, because they classed them as medical treatments that were helping men with a medical problem.
And so tell us a bit about the type of treatments that you offer at Alpha Male Clinic at the moment.
In Alpha Male Clinic started off with just the signature P-shot treatment, which is the rejuvenative treatment using your own blood. And then we've now extended it to providing penis filler treatment as well to help men to get a healthier, harder penis as well as a larger penis.
That's cool. And what would you say is next? What does the future hold for you, Dr. Mustafa, and for Alpha Male Clinic in general? Where do you see Alpha Male going in the next 5 to 10 years?
The dream, the vision that I have for Alpha Male Clinic for the next 5 years would be to at least become a national chain where we're helping men up and down the country and training other doctors to perform a high quality treatment that we can give out under the Alpha Male Clinic brand. And then based on that success, hopefully in the next 10 years we'll be a global name with clinics all across the world and doing good work all across the world.
Yeah, I really do think you guys can get there. So I think that's everything, Dr. Mustafa.